Well, hello everybody, and welcome to our very first web tutorial. And we're going to use something very familiar for you, and it's going to be our very best friend here in video productions, and it is, that's right, Google! Yes, we love Google. We use Google to search up all kinds of crazy things. We use Google to search up images about kitty cats, and we're trying to find how to spell Schwarzenegger. I mean, it's a wonderful tool. In fact, we can even create an email account using Google Gmail. But Google is a whole lot more powerful than just that. In fact, Google, it can be used to do a whole lot more. In fact, it's going to help us in our video production course. We're going to upload our videos on there. We're going to be able to share our videos with one another. And we're going to be able to create our own websites, which is really why I want to use Google. And plus, it's free. And I love free. So here's how we do it. You log into Google. So you go to google.com, which I'm sure many of you already know how to do that. And right here in the top right-hand corner, we're going to click Sign In. So go ahead, click Sign In, and right here they'll ask you, well, what's your email address? What's your password? Well, obviously we have not created a Google account. Some of you probably have in the past. Don't do anything yet. I want you to create a brand new Google account, one that is Franklin Town specific. So it's very easy, and here's how you do it. Up here in the top right-hand corner, you see a sign that says Sign Up. Please click on that. All right, and we're going to create our Google account.
All right, so I did want to add this in there because sometimes people come up here and they click and they try to create a new account, and there's already other accounts in here, so you can't create a new one. So here's what you do. You go to Create Google Account, and you'll come to this choice up here, Create Your Google Account. When you select that, it'll take you onto the same screen.
We go to our first name, so we type in our first name. So my name is Matt, my last name is Sella, and there we go. So far, so good. So now we got to choose our username. And when you click here, it wants to create a username, but whoa, timeout, wait a second. It wants us to create a new account for their Gmail. We don't want to use Gmail. We want to use our regular Franklin Town email. And we can do that very easily by clicking these blue words. I prefer to use my current email address. Would you please click on that? And what happens is now we have a blank field. We can actually put in our email address. So what I'd like you to do is put in your actual Franklin Town email address. So I've already created an account, so I'm not going to put in my account again because it will just reject me. So instead, what we're going to do is you're going to put in your first name. So I'm just going to write in first, but you would put in your first name, period, then your last name, which you put your last name, at, and your email address is franklintown.org. All right, so that's all you have to do. Create a password, something that's strong. Now it asks you to use at least 8 characters and make it different from other websites. You know what? Just to make it easier on ourselves, just use the same password you use here at Franklin Town. The one that you use to log on to eChalk, to log onto the computers, and to log into your gradebook. It's just going to be a whole lot easier that way. So if you could do that, it asks you to confirm it. So I'm confirming it as well. And it asks you for your birthday. You could put in your birthday if you want. It doesn't really matter. Just to keep things really simple, I'm going just to put in some dates because I don't want you to know what my actual birthday is. And we'll say it's let's see here, when was I born? How about the 1950s? How's that sound? Does that sound like that's when I was born? What do you think? I don't know. So our gender, I'm obviously male. And even ask you for your phone number. Now, some of you might be a little resistant. I don't want to give my phone number. I don't want Google to know who I am. If you've ever used Google before, they probably already know who you are. So it doesn't really matter. Just put in your phone number. It's used to confirm your account later on in the process. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a fake phone number. I'm trying to use an area code that's in this area, 242, and then I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is not my real phone number, so if you try to prank me and you call that number, it ain't going to work. You'll probably call somebody, but it won't be me. So you want to set Google as your default homepage. That's up to you. If you want Google to be the first thing you see when you log on to Internet Explorer or Firefox, then sure, you could use that. But I don't really want to use that, so I'm just going to check out of it. And then it asks us, prove you're not a robot. All right, so you can skip this verification phase, and you'll get a text message through your phone. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. In fact, Google changes things up all the time. So I'm just going to type in this little code here to prove that I exist. So that looks like a 1 and a 5 and a 2. So I'm going to do that. And these numbers, let's see here, we got 3, 5, 8, 5, 2, 2, 4, 3. I think that's what it says. I am located in the United States. I agree to Google's policy. Yes, Google, you can have my life. And we click on next step. And now it's going to verify our account. Now, this is not going to work for me because this is not really my phone number. But all you would have to do, it says you're almost done, you need to verify your account. And they sent this phone number and account. This poor person who has this phone number probably has no idea what just happened to them. So I'm not going to continue, but it's very simple. All you would have to do is click text message, hit continue. They're going to send you a code. You take that code and you sign in, creating your Google account. All right, so to make a long story short, let's pretend that I already did that. We'll go into Google, and we're going to sign in. And I'm just going to use the sign-in that I've created. Here I am, msella@franklintown.org. There's my password, and I sign in, and bang, I'm in. So once you get to this page, you're all verified, everything's good, you have completed your first task, and that is you've created a Google account. Congratulations!